Hi guys, today I just wanted to film a quick vlog, kind of an update thing. A couple videos back, which I'll link to here, I posted a vlog on my emergency surgery, and as of 3 weeks ago I had to have another one. For the past last 5-6 weeks, I was having severe stomach pain, and I actually had to go up to Chicago in between, my stomach pain and stuff, and actually ended up going into the ER twice in one day because I was in such severe pain I couldn't stand it. In the morning he couldn't figure it out, he said if it gets worse to come back, so later that night it got worse, I came back, they ran ultrasounds and CAT scans and, every test under the sun, and they couldn't figure it out. And at that point, I was up in Chicago for a family function, so I was there for a reason. So I had to just kind of grin and bear it and do all these functions and, events, and just kind of grin and bear it while I'm in excruciating pain. The plane ride home was probably one of the worst rides I've ever been on, just because sitting in this tiny seat when you're in extreme pain is just the worst thing ever. Got home, made an appointment with a GI doctor and a hematologist oncologist like I was told to. Saw the GI doctor, he put me on some medicine, a proton pump inhibitor, and he thought, it might be acid reflux or an ulcer or something. So I had, on a Friday, I went in and had an upper scope done, they put you out. The results of that came back negative. I didn't have an ulcer, he couldn't see anything, and he scheduled for that Tuesday an ultrasound. And I worked Saturday, and Sunday, about halfway through work, my stomach was just killing me. I was literally ahead on my desk trying not to cry. It hurt so bad. So after work I went home, and I'm laying on the couch, and I'm trying to just pretty much breathe through the pain. And eventually it got so bad, I couldn't handle it. I felt like I was going to go crazy if I had to stand one more minute of this pain. So I told my parents, I was like, we gotta go to the ER again. Something is seriously wrong. I know my body, something's wrong. So we went to the ER, and that was a whole other thing because it took 3 hours for me to get pain meds. I was the first person in this room. I had my own room, but there's, ERs, there's always other cubicle things in there. First person in, all 5 other people that came in after me got pain meds before me because they all were in pain, or the pain room, I guess. And I was the last one. So for 3 hours, I'm just laying there in excruciating pain and just somebody help me. But eventually, the doctor did see me, and it happened to be a Memorial Day weekend. It was Sunday, the day before Memorial Day, so it was busy. Hospitals are always busy at holiday times. So he saw me, he decided to do a bedside ultrasound. Basically, they bring the machine to you and do it right there in the ER and by my bed. And he showed me that my gallbladder was completely full of stones. It was a gravel pit. He said it was one of the worst ones he's seen in a while. He said it was just horribly backed up with stones. And he said, I'm going to admit you. We're going to have to see if we need to take this out. So he admits me. I go up to finally get up into my own room at I don't even know, 2 or 3 in the morning. I went into the ER at 7 at night. So Monday is a holiday, so nobody wants to come in to do the surgery or anything like that. So basically they just kept me comfortable with the pain meds all day Monday. Tuesday they decided to do another ultrasound and another CAT scan. And they were going to do a HIDA scan, I believe it's called. But they decided after, all these other tests that they've done that, my gallbladder is about to die and go gangrene and it needs to come out. There's no time, no reason to waste more time with more tests. So, I get the results from the doctor, and he said someone from surgery will be in shortly. Kind of like before, they whisked me up to the OR. Next thing I know, I'm waking up in recovery, my gallbladder is gone. And the doctor was just telling my parents, I guess, that it was literally like a gravel pit. He said it was nothing but full of stones, and it had to be extremely painful, and he was shocked that I held it out for a month, and he doesn't understand why the places in Chicago couldn't figure out what it was. But anyways, so I spent about 4 or 5 days in the hospital. I want to say I spent 4 nights and 5 days in the hospital. Got released. I'm a couple weeks out now. I'm healing. I do feel better than I did, obviously, when I first got out of the hospital. It's some things you can't do. But this year has been like a medical nightmare for me. As you guys know, I had the first surgery, then I had bronchitis, which turned into an abscess, which turned into a very, very, very scary infection that's class 4 antibiotic to get. That ended up costing like $7 grand, about $1,500 to buy from Walgreens, to literally pay them $1,500 to get my medicine at the counter. Very expensive. And the only reason I'm not saying what medicine or how it happened exactly is because it might be part of a lawsuit. We are, probably going to press or sue for negligence because of the way that happened to me. But because of that infection, I ended up getting my own private room in the hospital, which was actually on the water, which if any of you follow me on Twitter, if not, my Twitter information will be down there, and it's also on my page. I sent pictures on Twitter of the view from my room. I had, water and sailboats and bridges and very, very nice view. But because I had to be quarantined, I got my own private room, which is nice. Tiny, but my own private room upstairs. So, like I said, I spent 4 or 5 days in the hospital. I'm on the mend. I do have some videos pre-recorded on my computer that I'm currently editing to, get up. I did just film a tutorial 2 days ago, I want to say, that I haven't decided if I'm going to keep or not. And I decided, it's like the first day besides when I filmed the tutorial 2 days ago, that I've actually worn makeup. I haven't worn makeup since, before the hospital, because it hurt to sit in the chair and do it. And so this is like a pinky purple eye, kind of a 3D eye with a lid. If you guys want to see how to do this, let me know. It's a very quick, easy tutorial, and I can easily put that up for you. But yeah, I just wanted to check in, kind of let you know what's going on in my life, why, I do have videos being posted, and I did say I'd post at least 1 video a week, but obviously when I was in the hospital, I couldn't get a hold of my, computer, and I wasn't in the frame of mind, I was in pain, I didn't want to be editing videos or anything like that. But, just wanted to keep you guys updated, and I hope you guys are all happy and healthy, and I will see you guys very soon. Bye.